Hello, welcome to our class. So today we have a problem which require the knowledge from physics, simple physics, and also the knowledge from trigonometry. So let's have that problem. So here we have data. The data we have an aircraft which is going to take off. So it's took off to the air, from the land to the air, which is on that point where the aircrafts rise up from the land to the air. It is called airstrip. So from on that airstrip we have a bearing angle which is 15 degrees. We have 15 degrees. So and the speed was 35 kilometer per hour, and also we have time, which is this t symbolize time, which is called 2 hours. So and also we are asked to determine the distance the distance which we are asked to determine. Distance is equal to time times speed. Time times speed. This S stands for speed, which is equal to 35 kilometer times 2, which is equal to 70 kilometer. So after landing, when it reaches in the air, so it changed the course. Where the degree of the changing the bearing angle on it is a second point. We have at the second point we have a 100 degrees, which is our bearing angle, and also we have a speed. We have a speed which is equal to 22 kilometer per hour. 22 kilometer per hour. Time which is equal to 2.5 hour. 2.5 hours. So and also there we are asked to determine the distance also. So the distance which is the speed times time, which is equal to 1.5 times 22 kilometer is equal to 5/2 times 22 kilometers. So here these 22 we simplify by 2. We will have 5 times 11, which is equal to 55 kilometers. So here at this stage we have I think we have the full data. The data needed to determine the distance of the triangle which we have given. Here. We will see here we have our bearing angle, which is 50 degrees at the first case. So the second case where the aircraft changes, we have 100 degrees. That is the second bearing angle, 100 degrees. So we know that here the opposite angle are equals. The opposite angle are equal. Here we have also 15 degrees. Here we have 15 degrees also, and also here we have 80 degrees in order to have 180 degrees for the plan, which here we are asked to determine this side, which is x, it's unknown. We are asked to determine this bearing angle, so here phi. So the distance we have at first, we have 70 kilometer. The second distance we have 55 kilometers. So here we will combine the two laws. So we will combine the two laws, cosine rule and sine rule. Here it can be applied. So let's start by cosine law. In order to find this distance, cosine law, which states that here, let's name this angle. Let's name our triangle. Here we have A. Here we have small a. Here we have B, capital B. Here we have small b, which is equal to x. Here we have C, capital C, and here we have small c. So let's go. Cosine rule states that x square equal to c square positive a square minus 2 c a cosine 95 degrees. So here, if we add two internal angle, these two angles will be 95 degrees. Here it will become 95 degrees. So this is how we are going to determine our this distance. So let's go. X square, which is equal to c 80 square positive 55 square minus 2 70 multiply by 55 cosine 95 which is equal to how much? So here we have 4,900 positive 3,025 minus here 70 times 55, which is equal to times 2, which is equal to 7,700 cosine 95. Here we have 7,925 negative. Here we have cosine 95, which is equal to negative 0.087 times 7,700. equal to how much? So here have it 0.087 times the 7. Here we have 95 cosine times 7 equal to, which is equal to 7,925 minus 671. Here, this is a negative, this is also negative, which will become positive. 7,925 positive 671, which is equal to how much? 7,925 positive 671, which is equal to 80,596 kilometer square. Yes, this is a kilometer. This is a kilometer. Sorry, this is a kilometer. So our x will be equal to 85,960 square root of that number, which is 92.71 kilometers. This is the first equation which this is the side which we are asked to determine. So the second point also, I think we have all the data needed, or we have them. So here we are asked to determine this bearing angle from 15 to this angle 5. So let's apply sine law here. The second point here we have 15 positive 5 equal to how much? Let's find this 5. So let's apply the sine law here in order to determine that full bearing angle here. So let's see how we can. We have sine 5 over 55 kilometer, which is equal to sine 95 degree over 92.71 kilometers. So cross multiplication, here we have sine 95 times 55, which is equal to sine 5 times 92.71. So here sine 5 will be our sine 5 will be equal to sine 95 times 55 divided by 92.71, which is equal to how much? Which is let's see, sine 95 sine times 55, which is equal to 55 54.79. 79. So here this is 79 over 9271, which is equal to 54.79 divided by 92.71, which is equal to 0.591. So here, which is equal to 0.591. So let's see how our phi will be, or our bearing. Here we have sine phi. Sine phi is equal to 0.591. So our phi will be equal to sine inverse 0.591, which is equal to 0.591 second function sine inverse, which is equal to 36.22 degrees. So our bearing will be equal to our bearing angle will be equal to 15 degrees positive 36.22, which is equal to 51, which is equal to 15 degrees positive 36.22, which is equal to 51.22, which is our final answer, which is what we are asked to determine. So this is the end of the exercise of today. So, and I wish you to follow us on YouTube to have more details. So stay safe and God bless you. See you next time.